up and said, go to Enon. They give a damn. So I came back to Brentwood trying to ask my little church, do we give a damn? Yeah. So that's my legacy, Reverend. I tried to make a difference and tried to give something to make sure people knew that we were present.
Yeah.
And my argument was, would our church, if it closed today, would it make a difference? Would it make a difference? Would anybody miss us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
yes, sir. Now that's the church. What about the fellowship? How? What now? And we're now into our transition, y'all. He just brought us into it because that's where each of you, you've got a part to play in this part of the conversation. We thank each of you for coming, but remember you're gonna get excited, so don't leave out your name because we need to know. But Dr. Ratliff, one final question, unless you have others that you want to just ask us or want to bring up that we missed in asking you. What can be achieved in as the founder? We thank God we have the founder. What can you tell us about where we are today and where we should be in the future? What is achievable for the African American Fellowship as you see it? You've given us your legacy. What can we do?
We've crossed the river, but oceans lie ahead. The oceans of possibilities. Oceans of possibilities. Time and time again, we have an opportunity to holler, to cry in the wilderness, and begin to ask, don't forget us, don't forget us. So we're not just objects of mission, but that we are participating in the missionary thrust, endeavor, if you will. I think we have the possibility of being present, being counted, being noticed, being, powerful, and so I just think if we can just keep the troops rallied, if you will, and keep reminding them that this is a great organization and that we need to be, all hands on deck, and as I said today, the persistence that we just have to do, in order to stay in there, not get weary in well doing. I think that's the future of this great movement. And these men, have kept it up, and we'll continue, But it's frustrating to try to make a difference.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, we thank God that you have made a difference and you are making a difference, and we want you to continue to make a difference. We want you to know, as you have already used the word, you are valued and you are still very valuable. We appreciate you. I have thanked God for every day that I have known you for these 30-some years, maybe 40. I forgot. But let us now give voices here in the room. We got, yes, sir.
I want to offer somewhat of a transition. Michael Evans, Bethlehem Baptist Church. One of the things that Pastor Daly used to say, and as we transition, as Doc talked about being valuable and valuable. Daly used to say it loud. Yeah, when he talked about the keys, talked about the piano keys and how they work together. Doc always, Dr. Ratliff, because of his administrative prowess, is always appealing. I know to myself then as a young pastor, been in my church now 28 years, but then. Just looking at that Brentwood model, still something that we attempt to model today. But, and along with that, though, Doc always had a good line, and Pastor Daly, where we weren't here for a hand out.
That's right.
You know, more so a hand up. And I'll hush. He can say it better himself.
Jerry Daly, Macedonia Baptist Church, San Antonio, Texas. And what a privilege it is to be a part of this group, to have been with Dr. Ratliff down through the years in this experience, and to see what has transpired and what I call an unbelievable facelift from where we were to where we are right now. I mean, and I look at it, I see that as a result of a good beginning. That was not easy. Because number one, they did not really want us in as full partners. And then we were also spurned by those of us who would consider us our being a part of it as a sellout. So you had struggles from without and from within. But when I look at it right now and I see from a good beginning that we've had 2 black presidents.
Yes.
Not just of the fellowship, 2 black presidents of Texas Baptist. We've had 2 black chairpersons of the executive board.
Amen.
I was privileged to be